Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Nur Fatimi Abdul Malik. I am from SK Sungai Buloh, Selangor. Today I would like to share with all of you about my research. Okay, the title is KINDERHELP Enhances Kindergartners in Self-Directed Learning. So these are the contents that I'm going to present. Number 1 is introduction, number 2 issue, number 3 methodology, findings and also my summary. So the introduction, I would like to share with you about my school. So SK Sungai Buloh is a rural school in Selangor district. Okay, SK Sungai Buloh preschool children's proficiency in 3M skills. 3M skills here are reading, writing and also arithmetic skills. Their 3M skills are very low. Children in rural areas should have full access to education because it is their right and not a free choice. A face-to-face learning in preschool SK Sungai Buloh has worsened as the kindergartner intake has dropped significantly this year compared to previous years. This year we only have 19 students, but last year we got full enrollment, 25 in one class. Okay, but the power of technology is also a cornerstone of student learning in SK Sungai Buloh. So, what is self-directed learning? Self-directed learning here implies that kindergartners can take responsibility for their own learning and seek out tactics and experiences that will help them achieve their learning requirements. According to Miriam et al. 2007, self-directed learning is a process in which an individual takes primary responsibility for planning, conducting, and evaluating their own learning experiences. In self-directed learning, the responsibility for learning is transferred from an external source, which means from the teacher, to the individual, which means to the preschool student or to the kindergartner. The 3M skills are reading, writing and arithmetic. In a modern world, we must admit that reading has become necessary. It is really important for us to read. If we don't know how to read, then we cannot read anything. Even if we watch movie, we want to know what are the actors are talking about, we have to know. If we don't know other language, we can see the subtitles. Subtitles require us to read. So it is very necessary for us to read. So without the ability to read, a person cannot move forward and progress. According to Muhammad Arif Abdul Rani 1995 and also Muni 1992 stated that a person cannot read, write or read letters if he has not mastered basic reading skills before acquiring literacy skills. So there are a few issues that are concerned here in SK Sungai Buloh. Number 1 is the decrement of attendance of kindergartners to school. Number 2 is the behavior of kindergartners towards learning at school. Number 3, the struggle of kindergartners to master 3M skills, okay, which are reading, writing and also arithmetic. Number 4 is the low of proficiency level of kindergartners in 4 core subjects, which are Bahasa Melayu, English language, early mathematics and also early science. So these are the methodology. I used a model of Kamis and McTaggart, okay, in my action research. Okay, number 1, I do observation. Number 2, reflection. Number 3, planning. And number 4 is the action. So this study was conducted by following systematic steps as follows. Okay, number 1 is identify. First, I need to identify the issue. Number 2, making observations. Number 3, reflection based on my self-inquiry. Number 4, making plans. In making plans, okay, I do the intervention, which is the KINDERHELP, the product of the KINDERHELP. Number 2, indicator, okay, from the evaluation of student performance. And then perform actions, which conducted for 1 month during the PDPC session, which means I use KINDERHELP for 1 month to see, okay, to see my student performance before and after the usage of KINDERHELP. Okay. For the subjects of Malay language, the 4 core subjects that I mentioned before, Malay language, English language, early mathematics and also early science. And then make re-observations. And last one, making reflections again. So these are my self-inquiry and also my reflection. So number 1 is what is the background of this student. So these students consist of students who have a weak mastery of 3M skills. Why does the attendance of kindergartner not reach 100% in the subjects of Malay, English, early mathematics and early science? So my reflection is that students are absent because they have transportation problems. Some of them they have transportation problem and some of them just do not want to go to school, or maybe they are tired with the teaching method being used by the teacher. Okay, number 3, does the approach I use no longer interest kindergartners to get involved in PDPC? Yeah, okay. When I asked my kindergartners, I asked them and they replied they feel bored and bland with the same teaching approach. Number 4, what do I need to do have 100% student attendance for Malay, English, early mathematics, and early science subjects? My reflection is that I need to apply new teaching methods that are more interesting and make it easier for kindergartners to learn and understand. I have to be sensitive to my students who always want a new atmosphere in the learning session. Last one, what can I do to improve kindergartners' 3M skills? So I need to plan and carry out interesting activities with the kindergartners during the PDPC session. So these are the flowchart, what I did, okay, in implementing the KinderHelp. Number 1, I create an OPPM as a timeline of implementing KinderHelp at preschool. Number 2, deliver letter about KinderHelp attached with guidance to the parents so that they know how to use the KinderHelp. Number 3, ensure preschoolers follow all instructions in KinderHelp. Number 4, applying KinderHelp as daily routine at school. Number 5, record all the data needed. And last one, make a full report to see the impact of KinderHelp based on the research objectives. So these are my findings. After KinderHelp use, the attendance of kindergartners of SK Sungai Buloh had increased as shown below. So you can see I conducted this research for 4 weeks. So week 1 you can see only 12 students attend the school, week 2 15, week 3 19, and also week 4 consistent 19. So as for measuring the proficiency level of kindergartners in 4 core subjects, okay, Bahasa Melayu, English language, early mathematics, and early science, and also the mastery level of 3M skills, I used the construct in the SKP KSPK 2007, okay, as shown below. So these are all inside the SKP. So I just take it out. Okay, you can see for kemahiran membaca for subject Malay language, so we have kemahiran mendengar dan bertutur until kemahiran membaca dan memahami bahan bacaan. Same goes to the English language. And for writing skills, I only took few of it, which is kemahiran menulis and also write words and phrases. Few construct in to measure their writing skills, and also for early mathematics, arithmetic skills, and also early science. So okay, then the kindergarten performance was evaluated according to 2 pre-tests. Okay, pre-test, post-test 1 and post-test 2. Both tests were conducted with the same respondents and using the same set of questions. This test method was used to obtain data before the introduction of KinderHelp to test the level of mastery of 3M skills of kindergartners. The aim of the post-test is to see the progress of the kindergartners after using KinderHelp. The pre-test and post-test results show improvement in reading, writing, and also arithmetic. While there were still kindergartners whose reading ability was still at TP1. TP1 means tahap penguasaan 1, which means in KSPK, we are not the same as PBD because PBD, they have TP1 until TP6, but for the preschool, we have only TP1 until TP3. Okay, so according to this, after KinderHelp is being introduced, so we can see that the number of the student whose reading ability was before this was in TP1, we can see the amount of who got TP1 after the usage of KinderHelp, it become decrease. Okay, so this is the data you can see there for reading skill for Bahasa Melayu and English language. So for the pre-test, we have only 10. We have 10 in TP1, 10 students in TP1. And then you can see after we use the KinderHelp, it become, I would say it become decrease. Yeah, if you can see from the post-test too. Okay. Okay, so these are the pictures of them after we use the KinderHelp. Of course, we have, like, for all those completed the KinderHelp, we will give them gifts. So these are all the students. You see, they don't even they don't attend the school because of the transportation, but they still what we call do their learning at home, which is very good. And also their parents also supported KinderHelp as well. So this is what we call the findings. You can see all those students who are having transportation problem, they also didn't left like doing their revision, so they still do their revision at home. But also when they see their normally we have a WhatsApp group, so normally I will share what are the activities of the students at school today, for those who attend. So I will share in the WhatsApp group, so when they watch the videos, look at the pictures, so they feel really excited and they also wanted to go to school, which is very good. And these are all the videos, learning videos that that I used in KinderHelp. As you know, KinderHelp is what we call is a tool which help students to do self-directed learning, to do their own study, okay, to encourage their own motivation to study. So these are all the learning videos that I use. And also we have Tingling, we have Padlet, and also for those who doesn't have internet, we also give them Sandys, which contain a lot of our videos, our worksheets, so they can just plug and play the TV and they can just learn from that. So these are what they did at home for science, early science. And these are all the concept books that KinderHelp has prepared for the students. So yeah, as a conclusion, I would say that I believe that this KinderHelp is really good, especially in encourage preschool students to have to be motivated to learn and to attract them to go to school, because that's our main problem in SK Sungai Buloh. So with that note, thank you and goodbye. Assalamualaikum.